Hey guys, it's Leo here, and today I want to try starting a new series called On the Cheap. Today, we're going to be recording drums on the cheap. Let's get right into it. So you want to start recording your music. You're a drummer, but you really don't have a budget to afford a bunch of microphones and a big interface. This is the video for you. I started out this same way, with a 2-channel Behringer audio interface and one microphone I had for when I was probably 8 years old that my dad got me. Thankfully, it was a Shure PG-48. But for this example, I'm going to be using one of the Pyle Pro Audio microphones that cost $15. Because honestly, it's what I use on my kit and it still sounds really good. The first thing you might be thinking is, well, how do I make the kit sound huge when I only have one microphone? It comes down to placement. The best place you should put your microphone is dead center. If you have a mic stand, or you need to get a mic stand, make sure it can go up a little bit, because you're going to want height with this. Now, I recently recorded some demos with a couple friends of mine. They were rehearsing and they were like, oh, let's record really quick. I said, okay, we'll do one mic over the drums and we'll mic up the guitar cabinet. And honestly, the drums sounded really good. It's just about placement, and it takes a little time to get it to sound decent. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take one of my microphones, I'm going to put it straight down the middle here. I have one snare, a rack tom, a floor tom, the kick drum, hi-hats, 2 crashes, a splash, a ride, and a china. And honestly, with just mic placement and a couple free plugins, you can make your kit sound amazing. So let's get right into it. Also, this is the microphone that I'm using. It's a Pyle PDMIC 58. Like I said, this was about $15, but I've been using it as my second overhead now that I have a little more money for 2 overheads and, miking up a whole kit. This is what I'm going to be using to demonstrate, to show you can get a good sound. So you just heard the dry track. No plugins, just me playing with the one microphone over the kit. Doesn't sound too bad. Honestly, if you're making demos or you really want to just push music out, that would be passable. But we can always make everything better. Now, I'm assuming you have a DAW, and like I said, I'm using Logic Pro X. So what you can do is add 2 free plugins. First thing you want to do is you want to EQ your kit. What I did was I boosted some of the low end so I can get more of those harder to hear frequencies with just one microphone. And that's obviously low end. The microphone is very high up, so you're really capturing that high end. And you can't really hear the kick too well, or that floor tom, and even a little bit of that rack tom. So what you want to do is you want to boost some of your low frequencies and low to mid frequencies. Just give them a slight boost. I would suggest for the low to or the low mid frequencies, maybe about 2 decibels, 2.5 decibels, and your lower frequencies about 6.5 decibels is what I have it at. You want to keep your direct middle kinda cut a half a decibel, which is what I did. And then when it comes to your high, mid, and high end frequencies, you definitely want to cut those a little bit. You already have that pinginess and that high end of those cymbals, so you don't want those to completely overpower. So I just cut them a little bit, about 1.5 to 2.5 decibels, and you'll hear what that sounds right now. Doesn't sound too bad, actually. You could leave it like that, but we can improve. What we do next is we add some compression. And here's what we did. We brought the threshold down to about 33.5 decibels. We boosted the ratio to 8:1. Got the attack up to about 1.5K. You could mess around with these as much as you want. And boost the attack to 5 milliseconds. And then bring down some of the gain, the output gain, so that it doesn't absolutely destroy your ears. You're going to hear that right now. That sounded really good. One plugin I did forget to mention, actually, and you can add if you want to, it's pretty optional obviously, is reverb. If you want to sound like you're in a drum room or you're in a big room, definitely add some reverb. Don't overpower it. I would probably do 70% dry, 30% wet, but you don't have to add reverb like I said. And here's a track with reverb as well. I'm not going to add any guitars or anything like that. This is just the first part of this series on the cheap that I want to do. And in the next video, I'm going to show you how to record guitars on the cheap. Really not that hard. Should be a really quick and easy video. Then bass, then we'll do vocals. Again, pretty basic stuff. But the drums, they take kind of the most time. It's time consuming. It can be very frustrating to find that sound with just one microphone. But honestly, if you're really dedicated and you really want to sound good, obviously you're going to want to put it in this time. Again, I started like this, and most of us are going to start like this. And we can all start it, which is another good thing. Like I said, that's a $15 microphone that I used. You can use any DAW you'd like, free or paid, and all you need is a couple free plugins and an audio interface. And that could be just a 2-channel one to start out. Again, that's how I started. What would you do in this situation? How do you record yourself on a budget? Let me know in the comments below. Please like this video, subscribe to my channel so that you can see more of these videos, and share with your friends so that they can see these videos and maybe get inspired to mic up their drum set or record music. Again, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. My name's Leo, and I'll see you in the next episode. Have a good day.